Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I am back with two types of calendar projects. So, let's get started. I'm super excited to be here with you. I've got my mini purse calendar that I have been kind of sort of decorating. It's the one that I take when I'm out and about, but not out and about right now. So, yeah, so you can see this week I did not, today's Wednesday, I haven't really done it, so I'm going to go ahead and decorate this. I am also, was deliberating if I want to decorate this portion. I don't know yet, but I think I will at least go through these two pages with you guys, and then we'll think about the other. I also have my monthly calendar, and I have not decorated these yet. I got this at Walmart. This is just a Debbie Hron, I don't know that name, Debbie Hron, and calendar. I think it's beautiful. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Diane Lang or, who's the other one? Englebright, Mary Englebright. Kind of just has that bright, it's more Englebright to me than it is Diane Lang, but I love the Lang calendars. I love a lot of the Englebright type drawings, and so this was just a very affordable option at Walmart. And it says, for this month, it says, think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy, and that is Anne Frank. So, as we are all going through here in America, this pandemic right now, and we're about to kind of get released, and maybe not, or maybe it's getting better, and for some of us, maybe it's not, as far as the numbers of what's happening to individuals who are becoming sick or, God forbid, may lose the battle with COVID-19. When I saw this and I thought about Anne Frank, think about who Anne Frank was. They were basically, hidden away as Jews during the Nazi invasion. And so we've all probably read the story, The Diary of Anne Frank, or we've seen the movies that have been put out. But and I remember seeing the movies as a young girl and going to school where we lived, where I grew up. Our neighbors were Jewish. My best friends were Jewish. I went to school with Jewish kiddos at a Church of Christ school, and we had, New Testament Bible class every day. But and I remember they would go to Hebrew school, and I would go to church on Wednesday night. And it was kind of one of those things. And so, and like I said, my neighbors were Jewish. So we grew up with a lot of, as far as like, if you want to call religious diversity, I guess we grew up in an area of a lot of religious diversity. But I think about Anne Frank, and I think about their story, and I think about those who, like the Tin Booms, who helped those escape Nazi cruelty, and also those that were hidden away and either lived or died to tell the story. So if you haven't read the book or seen the movie The Hiding Place, and that is the Tin Boom story, hands down, it's one of the best, most amazing stories you could ever read, and it's autobiographical. Or I don't know if it was written by them, but I want to think Corrie ten Boom wrote it, but she might have gone through a writer. I can't remember now. It's been so long since I've read it. But just very inspiring, very gives you real focus in life as to what is important and what isn't. So think of the beauty still left around you. Still left. That's a good statement there. Around you, and be happy, Anne Frank. So I thought of that, and I thought, I'm going to bust this baby out. Now, I had bought this one to kind of decorate for the month. So I think what I'm going to do, this last week or two, I've been working off of an email document. And I think what I'm going to do for this one is I'm just going to purposefully make sure I have our things listed on here. My husband and I are discussing some options that we might have because he's working remotely, and though our property is requiring a lot of attention right now, we may, as a family friend, a really good friend of my dad's, who I'm now the surrogate kind of partner since my father has since passed away, and managing partner to this one of these wonderful partners is a doctor, and he very clearly said, and I said in my, what's been going on video series that I just filmed, that he said, you may be past the acute symptoms of COVID-19 or the coronavirus. He said, but you must still rest. Your body is not fully healed yet. And I was telling him, well, no, it's been, almost 5 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. And he goes, no, And so I was like, okay, yes, sir. And he's a doctor, and he's not only that, he's a pathologist. So he understands pathology better than most, as far as, ailments and whatnot. And so anyways, it was very good advice. My husband was very shocked by it. And I have since had a round of shingles last week and a half. So, which is common. I always end up with shingles after I have the flu or pneumonia or any of those kind of things because of my autoimmune system. So, I vote that we think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy. I think that is a wonderful sentiment. So I'm excited. I think this is a lovely encouragement, and I love all the color and all that kind of good stuff. So I wanted to share with you. I always have calendars up. I always have one from Our Daily Bread. It's of the Holy Land. Every year I put it up in my kitchen, and I think I'm just going to put this somewhere in the house too, so that I can look at it and the colors inspire me, and the beauty of it is just amazing. So, and this at Walmart was like, I don't know, maybe $2.50. I'm cheap, and the really expensive ones like at Hobby Lobby are way more than that. Though I always buy them once they go to clearance and use them for projects. I use the actual artwork, not the calendar, and but I think that this is a good encouragement. So I'm going to hang that probably in here in my dining room that has been a dining room office craft room for the last, I don't know how many years. Maybe 10 years. So we're in the process of getting things packed out. I'm just trying to be very orderly in how I do it. And because I don't want to move my immediate supplies that I'm using right now and then have to go dig through all the rest. So I'm labeling, organizing, all that kind of good stuff. So, but I did want to share this with you, and I had thought maybe I would even decorate this, but I don't know. Let's take a minute or two, and I'm going to look at a couple of things. I might put a couple of things out. Now, Cinco de Mayo, which is very important here in our stretch of the, our neck of the woods, is about celebrating in the Hispanic culture. It is it's a very important festival, and then also it is National Teachers Day and Children's Day. So I mean, you know how there's a day for everything now, but I don't in any way want to forget our teachers. I don't in any way want to forget Cinco de Mayo because of where I live. And I don't in any way want to, if it is Children's Day, it's in Japan. I think that's great. So that doesn't necessarily, I was going to put a trio of flowers there, but maybe I will. We'll recognize National Children's Day in Japan. So I thought maybe I could do a little bit of things like this. Okay, and then I wanted to see what else we have. So Mother's Day is this Sunday. And many of you know I've lost my mom. It's been a little over 2 years now, and it's so hard to think that it went that fast. But it did. It's been a while. So, and then now I'm a grandmother, so I get to be blessed. And, I get to be a part of being a grandmother now. So, but that doesn't affect me. But my daughter is a mother now. So I have a little something I'm wanting to do for her. They may come this weekend to pick up a refrigerator. And we're talking about maybe going, they have a spare home in, which was our daughter's before she married. And so we are seriously discussing maybe working from over there for a while. My husband has people that have gone back to their states who work for him because everybody's working remotely right now. So my husband kind of gave me some big ideas, and I felt very uncomfortable with those because we have gotten so much done on the property right now. So I'm going to put this here for 1, 2, 3, my 3 children that I was blessed to raise, 1, 2, 3 for my 2 siblings and myself, and remembering my mother. So I thought that would be kind of neat. But anyways, long story short, we're just kind of thinking through some options. He's already had some of his people go down, and they've been fishing and all those kinds of things. But we're not going to do anything this month. We have a lot to get done. We have to get a fence built. We have to get the rest of the garden planted. We've got to get everything water lined. I'm still working on projects in the house, trying to get food storage set up, and just things like that. So no big hurry. We're just, really focused on trying to get things done on our property. But whew, it is busy. I'm going to tell you guys, it has been busy. So, and we've had, for those of you who've asked, my sister did not end up being sick. She tested negative for the virus, which is fantastic. And she found out the day it was her son, my nephew's birthday. So I'm assuming, we haven't heard back from them, so I'm assuming that is way too big. Let me get a smaller one. He got to go home, be with his mom and dad before she started her new job. And we are super happy and thrilled that that's how that turned out. I had told my husband I would have bet the farm from her symptoms that she was not, doing as well as we wanted her to do, and I was very concerned. And anyways, ended up she was doing fine. So, and she starts hopefully a less dangerous, not on the front lines at the hospital dealing with COVID-19 patients. I'm sure they will still have some in the new hospital she'll work at. But, the main thing is she's been wanting, and we've been praying for her to have this job for a long time. And it just finally got open the door. So that's great. All right, so I've got some extra flowers up here. I didn't need them, but just for fun. And then across the bottom, I was thinking I might do something like this. And it kind of matches. All these flowers are different that I'm putting on because I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. I really just like the diversity of it. So, and I'm thinking if I didn't have a hole right there, I would go, one with the short one and then the big one. And I could punch the hole, but I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to go 1 and 2, and then I'm going to be done. So, but thank you for everyone who prayed for her. I know we have incredible prayer warriors on this particular channel. Thank you for those who've been praying for me, that have reached out. I've already addressed that in the 5-part series of what we've been doing, how we've been doing, what we've been doing to, in preparation with all of this, and what is our goal moving forward? What are the goals? And then also, what are the goals for the channel moving forward? So, but it is what we make of it. And I look at this sticker and it says, "This is the good life." And I have to tell you, even in the worst of this, there have been blessings. There have been beautiful stories. I love watching the beautiful reports on YouTube and the news and all those places of just amazing things that people are doing. And it's a blessing. It is nothing short of a complete and total blessing. So, yeah. So, all right, I am going to, I think that's it. I think I am going to put a flower here for Saturday because we may have our daughter, son-in-law, and granddaughter might come by to pick up a refrigerator and freezer. And we, it's going to be nice and cool, so we're going to work outside that day. It's going to be so nice. And then we will have just different things this month. And I'd asked for your prayers earlier, but I'm going to continue asking for your prayers because so many of you ask how our children are doing and how everything is going. And we had some very frustrating news yesterday that I really can't go into any depth at all to speak about. It has nothing to do with my husband and I. It has to do with one set of our children. And then I also got a very alarming call yesterday that with our other child, and his is health related. It's just a very very concerning. So if you guys can please remember to pray for them, I would totally appreciate that. And I put that on the wrong day, didn't I? Hold on. Let me see if it'll release. But it is not going to release, so those stickers are going to stay. Let me see what I can do. I got to have another threesome of flowers. But we are genuinely very thankful for all that God is doing. And so when our children are en route, my husband and I will continue, I'm just going to go with that. We'll continue working on the property until they get there, until they get over here, because we still have a lot to do. So anyway, so that'll be our son-in-law, daughter, and granddaughter. So, but, I mean, we are far from getting everything done as much as we would love to have everything done. We are still in that process. And, yeah. So, all right. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, my goodness. I have a nephew's birthday. Can't remember what day it is. Ooh, I just blanked out. I'm going to have to go look that up. It's right around here. So, anyways, I've got to contact my nephew. But anyway, so long story short, I don't have a lot more I can do with this with you guys, but you can take a regular, even black and white freebie calendar you get in the mail. You can shush it up, you can decorate it, and put it up on your wall. And it's beautiful, it's colorful, and it's functional. So, alright, I'm going to put that to the side, and let's work on this little one. Now, just a little bitty fact of some of the ways that we are using, well, we can't get certain things. We can't get napkins, we can't get wipes, we cannot get toilet paper, we cannot get paper towels. So we are pulling out all of our old, like I used to always have a box of, you know, decorative fun napkins. I get them at the Dollar Tree or wherever I get them, sometimes Hobby Lobby, wherever I can find them on clearance. And my youngest daughter went through and cut these apart. So one napkin became 4. It is like, I'll use it for a while. I brought it in here. I'd already used it for my lunch. I'm folding it down and I'm going to put my kombucha under it. And that's it. So, and then I'll just take that with me the rest of the day, put it under my drink, and I'm good to go. So we've taken things that, you know, we had in, you know, like paper plates, things like that, that we had from before. And that's what we're using. We are not in any way wanting to waste a thing. So we're just trying to make sure that whatever we do, we are being very, very careful and not wasting too much. So I'm sure just like everybody else is doing. So, alright, this is what I wanted to use right here. So this is the Happy Planner, Happy Year sticker book. So, I love it because it has all the llamas in the back. And I've heard other people say, why do they have llamas at Christmas? That doesn't make sense. Because... just because. So I've got some washi here that I had gotten out of some orders for my thick washi for junk journaling, and I think I'm going to go with that one. I think that's cute. And yeah, I mean, we're just, there's no rhyme or reason right now. We just enjoy what we have, right? I mean, we are all just blooming where we're at, and that's just all we can do. So, you know, when it comes to why are these things happening, they're just happening because they are happening. And after not being able to get groceries and things like that for so long and being sick and not able to go to the store, I am thankful for what I can get when I can get it. Now, I have bought a few things at Walmart, and I have shared that. And, of course, I had to order some things on Amazon when I was so sick because we could finally get Amazon delivered, though now Amazon will not deliver. Or they're only partially delivering now to our property. They're now taking it to the post office and leaving it, which we have had several packages lost. And unfortunately, we're not getting reimbursed in a timely fashion. So I'm, you know, now that I'm able to get out and do drive-through, you know, curbside, I am not ordering as much. If I can't get it curbside, of course I'll order it. But we also have our Tractor Supply and places like that in town that my husband can go to. We have not a big Walmart, but a small Walmart. And he went there yesterday to get some things for the property. And so I sent him with like 5 or 6 things to go to the grocery store too. So, you know, you do with what you have. You know, you make the best of whatever resources or tools that you have at the moment. And are they your best tools? No. Are they your first choice? Maybe not. But maybe they are. Maybe they are just that. I mean, because in reality, even though it's a big box store, that Walmart is keeping locals, you know, with jobs right now. So, and I've also been made aware of that even in our T90 small town, people need to be patient and kind, and the people that are working these jobs, you know, if they get short or quippy, they're just tired. I mean, goodness gracious, when we were all, you know, hunkered in, they were still having to go in and work, whether there were people there or not. And we just need to be sensitive to the fact that these guys have not, you know, necessarily had it super easy. So I am going to put this here because this is a day I ran to Walmart and to the post office and places like that. And I'm going to put that there because this was this last week. And then tomorrow I'm doing the same. And I literally, because I've already gotten messages, I am not going in anywhere. I'm wearing a mask. And unless I'm just not getting out of my car and I have a button in the front that I can push for my back of my car to open and close. And I'm just doing curbside. Even when I picked up the mail, they were gracious enough to bring it out and put it in my car, and I was very thankful. So, and then today's Wednesday. We have a special family movie night. We do one of those Netflix parties. And then I think this time we're going to add Zoom. I don't know. I keep hearing. Maybe. But, yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't go Tuesday. I went Monday. Ay, ay, ay. It's a blur. Today I even got up and thought it was Thursday. I know. I mean, it was like half the day and I realized, oh, it's not Thursday. It's only Wednesday. So, anyways, but, you know, there's something about, you know, and I mean, every time my youngest daughter changes and gets new classes, you know, starts with a new schedule at school, it takes me a while to, you know, because she's been going to like 3 or 4 different campuses and different days and different projects and different this, different that. And we had just gotten in the groove when we had to come home. And then on top of that, I was driving out to take care of my granddaughter and, you know, all that, and help my daughter and son-in-law. So, you know, it's never dull. If you think it's dull, you're wrong. So, all right. And I think my oldest daughter and son-in-law and grandbaby are going to come out Saturday. So I'm going to put that there and there. And she already said we're going to bring folding chairs and we're just going to sit on the other side of the gate. And we're just going to talk. And I said, we can do that. We can totally do that. And I was talking to my husband about maybe going out there some too, you know, and working something out. Because we have an opportunity to go out there. He can work remotely. Our Wi-Fi's on our phones, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So we'll see. And then Sunday is Mother's Day, as you guys know. And though I don't have my mom with me, and I am a mother, but my son and daughter-in-law already sent me my Mother's Day gift. They're so cute. They sent it last night. And a gift card to Etsy. She knows my heart. And just a sweet daughter-in-law. Oh my goodness. What an amazing blessing that girl is. I tell you what. And an amazing blessing for my son and our son. And, you know, this has been a very stressful time. I'm not going to lie. It's been stressful. And when you have things that are going on already, and then you add that on top of it, just like everybody else in America, it's sometimes just a lot. And so she has been just an absolute doll to my to my son, to my husband and I, and our youngest daughter, and, you know, very sweet to help with big family, like, you know, phone calls or Zoom calls or, whatever it is that she can help with. She's right on it. So let me put a little something here and then I will be done. But she's a sweetheart. We really, really love and appreciate her. And it was so funny. Pardon me. My son and I were talking yesterday and he said, hey, Mom, his wife, Betty Sue, let's say her name is, because I want to be respectful of her privacy. I love that. Just go outside. So I'm going to put that down here. He said, I've got her watching one of the series that we watched when we were kids, and she likes it. And I said, oh, well, and I know she could hear me say, I was saying things like, well, she's now officially part of the family, because you don't understand our family unless you understand the comedy of this particular show. And, it is a lot like our family in many ways. But it's very sweet. And it's a level of getting things done. I'm only going to put 3 down here, 3 main focuses this month. So, but anyways, so he was like, she really kind of likes it. And I said, well, that's wonderful, honey. And he said something, and I said, well, that's the only way you can figure us all out, I guess, and, my husband and 2 oldest are, they are very, let's just say, academic. And on top of that, things are a blessing, things are a curse. And so there's just a lot in all of that they enjoy, that we enjoy. I enjoy, because it reminds me of who we are and how we function as a family. So I was trying to see if I had any of these already cut open, and everything is falling over here, and I don't think I do, and I want a squad girl, so I think I'm going to cut that. So it's been so long since I've been in here with you guys that I'm not really, how you remember where everything is and all of a sudden you don't remember. So just please bear with me. I love that one. But that's a lot of pink, and I love that. So no fall, no summer, no winter. Ooh, no summer yet. So I love summer. Can you tell? Man, give me summer. Please, please give me summer. So, I am going to, today's the 6th, so I'm trying to think, should I put that there? I think I will. Why not? Why not? Okay, so I'm just going to put this up here, and the way these work is you can open them up, and then it's a weekly. Nope, I'm going to take that back off. Sorry, guys. I was just looking at the aesthetics. I wasn't looking on the inside. My apologies. So we'll save that baby for a weekly spread. And, well, I think we're just going to go ahead and use this one unless... Nope, I don't want AM PM. Alright, so, anyways, we have and I already know what I'm going to do with my Etsy gift card. At first I thought, ooh, I'm going to go shop by the well for God, because I always have a wish list there. But, which I did. I just ordered, her newest kit just came out, and just had the pre-release, so I can't wait for that to get here. And, but I'm going to be opening my Etsy shop again in the next month or 2. So I'll save it and apply it to that. I think that'll be fun. So, okay, so here is my May, the monthly, and I will just go back in, and this is where you just jot down each day, something that you have to highlight for that day, or maybe it's a gratitude, or however you want to use this. I'm going to put here my 3 most important things. I'm going to put, here it just says, just go outside, because that's what we're doing. We're planting everything. This is this week, and that's that. I'm done. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This has been a very different kind of planner video, bringing in a calendar, a wall calendar. I really want a very blank calendar, and I think I have a box from Happy Planner I've yet to open, and I think that may be in there. So there may be a blank calendar, and if there is, I'm going to pull that out, and I'll start working with that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I just opened my kombucha. I've got my Dr. Kombucha, so I'm going to take a quick sip, and that's why you want these little napkins. You can use them to take the top off, and then you can just save them. And or you could just use a washcloth if you're short on napkins, anything disposable. So, just excuse me, 1 second. Oh goodness. All right, had to take a sip. We are down to one.